Hello, beautiful people, and happy Thursday. Today, we're going to talk about the three things that creates change. A change in your mind, yourself, and also in terms of change in business so that you can be able to do great things and to be able to achieve success and to be able to dominate the digital space. So the three things that change or that create change. The first one that you need to learn is that you have to know the difference between commitment and motivation. So a lot of us sometimes we get motivated when we watch either. Sometimes when we watch a movie or even a clip, sometimes in TikTok or Reels or somewhere, or you hear someone saying something in some kind of live, and that motivates us to do something, either to lose weight, to start a business. To start investing in crypto or other different types of assets because it motivated us and it get our mind thinking that, oh, maybe it's something I can do, right? So yeah, okay, you got motivated to do that. But then you start taking the first step, and then after that, you stop. That is why there's a difference between commitment and motivation. Because motivation is the first spark. It's like a spark, like it spark you up, like that a lot of people is trying to look for when they're looking for in dating scene is to have that spark. So the same thing, we have that spark, but you have to keep lighting that spark with your commitment to actually do the deed. So when you said to yourself that I'm actually gonna lose the weight because you got motivated by somebody saying, oh, they lose a weight for, 30 pounds within 30 days, whatever. And then to be able to do that, you will have to do the action, you will have to do the exercise, you will have to do the diet. The same thing happens with business. If you decided to have a business, you have to be commitment. You have to show up for yourself. You have to be consistent. You have to think about what you're offering, how you're going to be able to tell people what you are offering about. So those things. And also learning what are you trying to offer to the people, right? And then the same thing with investing. When you are investing, same thing. If you are motivated, like, you learn about what it is about. So then continue learning about it, learn the skills to analyze the right asset, put some money into that investing so that it actually grows. So you can't just say, I want to invest, but then actually don't put the money. Then obviously the portfolio will never grow. That's not how it works. So you do have to put some movement or action into that spark or that motivation. Remember that motivation, oh my gosh, my eyes is itching, sorry. Motivation is a spark, but commitment is the one that drives the change. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing that you have to know is this is it is to have a genuine offer or a genuine way to help other people. So if you are thinking about, having a business, think about what are you offering? Why did you enter in this business? So most of the time, if you see me, I am in the niche of health, in the health business. So when I show you my health business, it's also not just to show you about the product and maybe learn a little bit about the product by showing you, this is the product that I drink to help me energize myself. If you're the type of person who needs more energy, so I tell you that it helps me with my energy. Maybe that could help you. But also, I more leaning towards helping other people build a business online because even with these health products, you can be able to earn money if you decide to join. Decided to join to be able to have your own business. It's the same thing with investing in crypto. I think most of you would probably see that I also post about learning a little bit about investing or the things that I do in terms of me creating a passive income. So that way, I just offering people the programs that I'm in so that you're being educated that it is possible to earn passive income online. through different types of space, if you haven't noticed. Of course, some opportunities are good for others and some opportunities are not for everyone. But it's best to educate people to be able to have the genuine offer of helping other people's, and it's the best way to educate them so that they know the different things that you are doing, so that they know which one is good for them, and maybe something will spark from them. They will get a spark to be able to decide which one is for them. All right, so that is the second thing. So if you are getting some little bit of nuggets from this, definitely comment down below if you what you have learned from these nuggets. What are some of your motivation? Did you have some little sparks that sparked you to be able to do something? And did you commit to that spark? If you haven't, maybe it's the time. So if you are also watching this by live, I do see some people did see the live, but I don't seem to see the names. But those who are watching me live, hello, 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 wherever you are. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. And if you are watching this in replay, definitely says hashtag replay and definitely put where you're coming from so I can be able to also say hello to you. As you can see, I'm always moving my hand. That's just how it is. So now we are on the third thing, right? The third thing that makes change is the ability to take risks, to not be afraid to take a risk. So everything from the spark, the motivation, the decision to be able to do something, you are already taking a risk. And if you are not afraid to take a risk, then they are more likely to able to see different types of opportunities, learn a new skill, learn something new, gain something new, and also make a change. Make a change in yourself, make a change to somebody else's life, or to your own life itself, right? But of course, a lot of us, sometimes it's hard for us to take a risk, and that's okay, because risk is, it is subjective. It really depends on what we believe is risk is, right? So risk can be different in terms of what you're talking about. It can be different in terms of business. It can also be different when it comes to investing, when you're taking a risk. Like what I always say, if you are in my Facebook page, Cryptoverse, I always say that when it comes to investing, it is very important that you know your risk tolerance. You know how much risk you can tolerate, so that when something happens or if the asset goes down, you're going to be okay, and you're not just gonna panic sell and be like what is happening and stuff like that, and they end up losing all the money. So that is different things to really know your risks, okay? But in terms of risk in general, to just say to not take or not be afraid to take a risk, it really just means is that you're not afraid to try something new. Because when you're not afraid to try something new, then definitely a change will spark. So those are the three things. Number one is to increase commitment, not just motivation. You can have motivation, but you have to have the commitment when you decide to do something. Number two, to make a change is to offer a genuine offer, or a genuine offer that will help other people, not just yourself. The third thing that you have to do is to not be afraid to take a risk. If you do all these three things, you will definitely see a change, or a change will definitely happen. Okay? So if you have some nuggets or some questions or some comments, definitely comment down below so I could learn, what's your input, your output, what is your comment regarding this topic. What are the other things, if you have other ideas of how you come about making change, like in your life, what are the things that you have done? Did you have other 3 steps that you have to follow to be able to make a change in your journey, It could be digital journey. It could be also offline journey. It doesn't have to be in the digital space. All right. So if you do have a different journey, definitely share that us in the comment down below. Maybe you could also respond in a video respond. Wouldn't that be cool? Or we can even collaborate and talk about those different 3 steps that you're talking about. Other than that, thank you so much for listening and have a great night. Happy Thursday.